Again, people, Luke here from LAGFX. We're back today with a new Sunday Sessions video. If you're new to this series, it's basically where we choose a few pairs that we feel hold good potential for the coming week, and we give you a full breakdown on our analysis, highlighting zones and areas that we feel hold good potential. This style of video is great for those who are looking to learn how to trade, but also those who are looking to profit in the coming week. Throughout this video, I'm going to be highlighting some of my analysis and my way of trading, giving you guys the ability to learn exactly how I analyze and trade the foreign exchange markets. Okay, so the first pair that we're going to be looking over today is the Great British Pound to the US dollar. You can see here how price has been trading us in a bearish way, and what we've seen as of recent is that bearishness starting to slow down. The supply in this market is starting to run out and demand is starting to be introduced. Now, due to this, we can expect a bullish corrective wave to be put in before a continuation in any bearish structure. So what I've done here is I've highlighted a higher time frame supply zone that I feel price may come to trade up and into before delivering us with further bearishness. And I've also marked out two supply zones here that may deliver us with some temporary bearish structure upon this bullish corrective wave that we're going to see price put in over the course of the next few days, weeks and months. The reason why I feel price is going to actually start to trade us in a bullish way for some time now is because we've had the penetration of a demand zone based on this impulsive wave that's traded us higher. This impulsive wave here has broken structure to the upside, which suggests bullishness longer term. So this here would be the last protected high within this bearish structure, because this high here created this low. So the fact that price has broken that, and we've now seen price pull back, trade into a demand zone, and it looks as though price is now setting its first higher low. What can we suspect and what can we expect from a higher low that's been created? We can expect a new higher high to be created. So I truly believe price is actually going to break this high to create a new higher high, and we are going to see a continuation in bullishness trading us all the way up and into this supply zone here before we can expect any type of bearishness longer term in this market. How can we look to tackle this market in the coming weeks? Well, what we need to do is we need to go down on the time frames. We need to zoom in and have a look at this accumulation, which is a phase that's put into the market in prep for a large bullish run. And we need to find areas of demand that we can actually look to get introduced from. So if we just move that slightly to the left, we go down on the time frames, what we need to be doing is we need to be looking for any areas that have been left unmitigated within this bullish structure here. Now, it looks as though price is actually clearing any unmitigated candles, any order blocks that have been left over in the market. So we just need to hold tight and prepare for any order blocks to be present so we can jump in from those order blocks. By getting in on these order blocks, we are able to obviously refine our entries, have great risk reward ratios, and then we can obviously trade this market higher with a longer term bias. Now, as we zoom in and we look at the 1 minute time frames, I can see that actually there is an order block here. So it would be nice to see price trade down and into this, deliver us with valid entry confirmation, then obviously we can look to get involved in this market from here. Now, when we talk about valid entry confirmation, what is it that we look for? Well, we want to see price obviously trade down in a bearish way to put in this fractal corrective wave. Once price trades in, we expect demand to be introduced into this market for the S&D balance to flip to the upside. So we then expect a break of structure to the upside, price to pull back into a fractal demand zone, and then that's where we enter in on this market. So if we just add a little bit more to this, you can see that this would represent the break of structure to the upside. That would give us that change of character, that new trend that's trading us higher. And then all we would do is we would look at the impulsive wave that broke the structure for fractal areas of demand for price to pull back into to set its first fractal higher low. And this is where we'd enter in on the market. This allows us to get that refined entry, and then obviously we can trade price higher up and into this market. And then as we zoom out, you can see that our entry would be very, very small and very tight. And then we'd be able to trade price up into these if we wanted to, or if we wanted to hold our position longer term, then we could trade price all the way up and into this supply zone here. So if you guys haven't done already, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the screen like this for a few moments, pause the video, mark out these two supply zones here. They will be seen on the 15-minute time frames, and then also mark this one out here as well, because these are going to be points of interest that we need to be aware of, as they could cause price to provide us with the S&D flip back to the downside. So we need to be prepared that price could reverse from these points if we are involved in any buy positions. What I'm also going to do as well is just highlight this out for you all, just so you have this. This is on the 1-minute time frames. So if you mark this out for yourself as well, you'll be able to get involved in those buy positions from this area of demand, assuming we are delivered with the right confluence in order to actually enter in on this market. So highlight this out for yourself as well. You can see the order block on the 1-minute time frames. Okay, now heading over to the NAS100, this is the NASDAQ. You can see here that we have been involved in a bearish position in this market. We've taken full advantage of this impulsive wave that's traded us lower. I do believe that this bearishness is here to stay. I have a target of 8,000 with this market. People think that's unrealistic, but we have been delivered with clear bearish structure and we are breaking these lows. I want to see a break in these lows here. This would confirm this as a new protected high, and then we can expect further bearishness to continue as we are presented with lower lows and lower highs in this market. I've set my take profit here for this position just because if price was to reverse to the upside and continue trading us higher, we can still assume that this target price is guaranteed to be hit. Now, if our predictions are right and our analysis follows through, then we can expect these lows to be broken, which would then obviously guarantee our take profit hit for this trade here. But you can see here that this trade is running extremely well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up an update that I sent out to the client, as well as the original position for those who missed it in our Sunday sessions last week, just so you can see that this is a valid entry and this is something that we have placed in the markets, and some of the profits that we have taken home from this trade as well. Now, when it comes to taking part in this market this week, as I said to you earlier, my thoughts are that this market is going to continue trading us in a bearish way, and we therefore need to be looking for areas of supply to get involved in this market from. Well, I can see that there's a hidden order block here. So what I'm going to do is highlight this out for you all now. This is an area we could look to go short from. It has been left unmitigated, so this is a clear order block within the market. We could definitely look to get involved in shorts from here to trade us down and into our take profit price. Or if our take profit is hit, we have a break in these protected lows, then we can suspect that a higher time frame correction will be put in, and we could see price trade all the way up and into this before seeing that bearishness again. But as I say, what I'll do is I'll highlight these two zones out for you all now, just so you can go ahead and mark them out on your own charts. Okay, perfect. So you can see the two zones there that I've highlighted out for you all. Go ahead and pause the video, mark these two zones out for yourself, as these are definitely going to be areas that we can be looking to go short from. As I say, I do truly believe this is a bearish market longer term, and we are going to be seeing that 8,000 price. Okay, now heading over to the euro to the US dollar, you can see here that again, this is another bearish market that's been trading us lower for some time. What we are starting to see is that accumulation happen again, as we did see on the GU. I am in on a short position at the moment with this market. However, I am hesitant with this position as I feel price could actually go on to start trading us higher just based on this higher time frame accumulation. My thoughts exactly for my shorts with this market were to actually see price clear any liquidity to the downside before actually continuing higher. However, as we can see, price is putting in that bullish structure. We have had good rejection from this area of supply here, so we may get that short that we are looking for before that continuation bullish longer term. I am expecting price to trade us higher up and into this supply zone here, which I'm going to mark out for you all in a moment. Either that one or this one here before continuing bearish. You can see here that we've had a higher time frame at break of structure to the downside. We've broken plenty of protected lows within the bullish structure that traded us up and into this supply zone here. So I'm expecting bearishness to continue, but we can expect a higher time frame corrective wave to be put into this market. With every impulse, a corrective wave always follows, and with us breaking this last protected low, being this one here, we can expect price to put in a corrective wave before trading us lower yet again in this market. Now, when we look at this data, you can see as well that it looks as though price is creating a head and shoulders or an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So this is another thing to suggest potential bullishness longer term. So it's important that we do mark that out as a potential, and we are careful if we are looking to place any short positions this week in this market. As I say, we are involved in shorts at the moment, and I have suggested to move SL to entry just to be safe, just as I do feel price could continue to trade us higher now up and into the supply zones. It looks almost as if this accumulation has finished and we are in prep for that bullish move trading us higher in this market. So when it comes to tackling this market this week, I will just be holding off from placing any other positions. I'll be waiting for further confirmation. If we have a break in this high here, then I'll be looking for some kind of fractal pullback and I will be looking to go long. However, if we see now that price trades us down, grabs that liquidity to the downside before trades us higher, then happy days, we take profit on that bearish position, and then we can obviously look to go long with that longer term bias to trade us up and into these supply zones before we then see that S&D flip to the downside and we get involved in those shorts. What I'll do for you now is just highlight out this supply zone for you so you can mark this out for yourself on your charts, as this is definitely going to be a point of interest for us where we can look to go short longer term. Okay, brilliant. I've marked this out for you all now, so if you want to pause the video, mark out these zones out for yourself. So there's actually this one as well as this one. We can expect some temporary bearishness from this supply zone, probably an S&D flip from this one. So as I say, just mark them out for yourself on your own charts. Allow price to do its thing. If we are delivered with confirmation to enter in on short positions, then absolutely get involved. But that's my analysis for the EUR USD. As I say, swayed to both parties and both sides in the market. I am involved in shorts at the moment. However, I am open to the understanding that price may be ready to put in that corrective wave now, based on how price has performed on the higher time frames. Okay, now quickly just to finish off on the XAU USD market. So this is the gold to the US dollar. We've seen how price has been trading us down in a bearish way, as it has done with most of the pairs that we've been looking at today. What we've seen is price has traded us into a higher time frame demand zone that has delivered us with a large amount of demand, which has now traded us up, breaking structure to the upside multiple times, breaking those protected highs within this bearish structure. We have an area of supply marked out here that I am expecting price to reverse from. This coming week, I would like to trade this market short from this supply zone, whether it gives us a new lower low or not. And when I say lower low, I mean breaking this low here. That's to be decided. However, I do want to take part in short positions from this area of supply, as I do believe it will give us that bearish structure that we are looking for. Now, as we just go to the daily, you can see here how price has created a triple top. So I am wanting to see a reversal to the downside, and I do actually want to see bearishness longer term in this market. It's just whether we are delivered with enough supply to actually break these protected lows. I want to see price trade into this supply zone as soon as we are delivered with confirmation to enter in on short. So a break of structure to the downside followed by a corrective wave to trade into a fractal area of supply that we find from the impulsive wave that broke the structure. That's when we'll be looking to get involved in this market. We can trade price lower. I'll probably be setting my take profit just above this low here, just to guarantee that our take profit can be achieved. And then if price continues to trade us lower, then we understand that price is ready to put in that higher time frame bearishness to the downside, and then that's obviously when we can look to get reintroduced in short positions from areas of supply in this market. But until then, I will just be playing it safe, and I'll be waiting for the right confirmation to enter in on shorts and setting my take profit just above this point here. So if you haven't done already, pause the video and mark this area out for yourself as a potential area to go short from. As I say, we need to see a break in a protected low that's been set from this bullishness. Once we have that, we have confirmation of a new wave trading as lower. We'll simply wait for price to pull back into a fractal area of supply after the break of structure, as that allows us to get that refined entry that we look for when we get active in these markets. Now, that is actually going to summarize my segment of this Sunday sessions video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. And if you aren't involved in our VIP services or the Learning Lounge group chat, head down into the description. There's a link there that's going to take you through to the Learning Lounge group chat, and we post loads of information in there that's going to help you guys learn how to trade as well as profit with the LAGFX team. Now I just want to say a massive thank you for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one.